What kind of China have you seen? 9.60 million square kilometers, or 3 million square kilometers of surging. It is the world where the seasons revolve, where ice and fire, get off the ground like a bird, rise to the sky. The results are beyond your imagination. Go to places that are usually inaccessible. See the wonders of the sky. Overlooking this land that gets a long day and night, even the most familiar scene has changed. From the world around you to your distant home, from physical geography to human history, 50 million journey, an unprecedented experience. From now on, you fly with us. Tianjin is located in the northeastern part of the North China Plain, west to Beijing, Bahai Sea to the east. Many rivers meet on this coastal plain. The main stream that eventually forms is called the Hai River. The Hai River connects the canal with the sea. It also connects the past and future of a city. A trip to Tianjin from the Hai River. Start a day in the city with the Haimen Bridge. Flying along the Hai River, the ancient station on the shore, discover moments when the rhythm of the city changes. Finally, in the evening with the lights on, meet an iron bridge and open your arms to people. That shortens the length of sea and night. Every dawn seems impatient. One. To welcome, today, the first ship to enter from the sea. The Haimen Bridge is getting ready. The bridge doesn't look anything special at this point. But when it's turned on, it looks different. After a vertical lift of 24 meters, the bridge leaves a tall and spacious passage. Even 5,000-ton cargo ships can pass easily. From here, ships swim upstream. It won't be long. Under the rising sun, they will see a waking city. Follow the incoming train. Come to an old station in a modern kind. It was built over 130 years ago. At that time, people still used hours to calculate time. An hour is 2 hours today. The departure and arrival of trains need to be accurate to the minute. So the clock appears above the station. Remind passengers traveling from south to north not to miss the bus. Tianjin became the first batch. Cities that use modern standard time. People's pace of life has become faster and faster. Every passenger entering and leaving Tianjin station will see this huge clock. The last year of the last century. People get caught up in the conversation of time. This century is coming to an end. A millennium is approaching. Everyone wants to arrive in the new millennium. Do something. So this is where the clock was built. Not just for timing needs. The Greek constellation pattern has only a middle face. Roman numerals marking scale. Arabic numerals regular construction date. Design elements throughout the building are made up of foreign cultural symbols. Only in the most eye-catching position in the middle, Tianjin is written in Chinese characters. In this time machine, turning a Chinese city, the desire to walk with the world. Tianjin was earlier in China, one of the cities that has seen industrial civilization. Over 100 years ago, it was forced to serve as an early port for trade. From now on, the two sides of the Hai River have become a treasure land favored by foreign capital. Later, the Chinese self-improvement movement also chose this place. So Factory Hotel Financial Institution Group. Not long after that, the banks of the Hai River. This red complex is the Miansong Creative District. One of his predecessors tasted the battlefield more than 90 years ago, become the first place in China to implement the 8-hour workday. Then people saw the productivity of machines is much higher than that of manual labor, and he kept the machine running around the clock. Workers work 3 shifts. This class lasts 8 hours. From then on, people had more time, enjoy the relaxation and relaxation after work. The 73-kilometer Hai River, once the busiest river in northern China. As transportation and the way cities operate change, cargo ships no longer enter the city. The docks on both sides were gradually demolished. In its place, more than 20 bridges were built successively. They connect the two sides, become an ever-accumulating landscape of the city. The design of some bridges blended into the past impression of Hai. And this bridge uses the creative elements of sails, unleash the new temperament of a coastal city. Tianjin people taking wedding photos probably won't miss the Daeguang Bridge. People believe those who were shot by this statue will fall in love. But the arrow in the statue's hand, but I don't know when it disappeared. Arrow. Lost arrow. Perhaps they are looking for someone to love each other in the city. The bridge was built in 1927. At that time, every time a ship passed under the bridge, the gears will turn. The bridge deck slowly opened from the middle seam, welcoming merchant ships from various countries with open arms. But then it was called the Bridge of Nations. He is the brightest star on the high river. After the liberation of Tianjin in January 1949, they renamed him Jifang Bridge. With the development of the city, nearly 50 years, he doesn't turn it on anymore. Silently in the city center, take on the heavier traffic. Nightfall. We met a unique moment. Today, Jifang Bridge will open its arms again. It has been 93 years since he first opened it. People on both sides of the high river have been gathering since 4 p.m. The scenery of the past that has been passed down in people's mouths is about to appear. From this moment on, every important day, Liberation Bridge will open. Embrace the joy and glory of this city. This journey, we'll ride through the clouds. 100 years pass by the city. Great changes explore the earliest gathering place of wealth in Tianjin. Head to an exotic old neighborhood. Remembering the past in the small foreign-style building in Tianjin, floating and sinking in the brilliance of the city. Feel the power of time and space. Not all skyscrapers have the opportunity to stick their heads out of the clouds. Spring and summer. Tianjin after the rain. Occasionally such wonders occur. Though clouds that have not yet dissipated, it pervades the buildings of the city for a long time. Divide the city into two halves. Above the clouds, it is the youngest and most dreamy appearance in the city. Through the city buildings beneath the clouds, the river embraces the banks in the 10th position. This is the biggest bend of the high river in downtown Tianjin. The lines are curved, but it is the central axis of the historical development of Tianjin. Both sides of the river, street buildings and people. It showcases the prosperity and vitality of the city. It's called Jifan North Road. The buildings on both sides of the road have something in common. They have Western-style columns outside their gates. The top of the column hides interesting details. This is an adorned and honest shape, known as the man column. A swirling shape at the top. It looks like female curls. It's called the women's column. Although the style of the columns varies, but these elements originated from Greek temples, but it became a must-have for most of the buildings on this street. A 100 years ago, a strong bank and company name, borrowing the tall, star image of these columns to show majesty. It is precisely because of this street Tianjin became the financial center of northern China at that time. In 1863, just 3 years after the opening of the port in Tianjin, the Leishan Hotel was opened for business on this street. China's first generation of electric lights, telephones, elevators, gas, tap water, even firefighting facilities were introduced into the hotel. It suddenly became a gathering of celebrities from all walks of life at that time, the most luxurious and modern social place. In 1987, Leishan's new building was completed. A glass corridor, connecting new and old buildings separated by more than 100 years. Now the glass corridor. Accidents have become the ideal venue for people to hold weddings. The two buildings he connects bring the blessing of 100 years of hand-in-hand to the newcomer. In the urban forests of Tianjin, places of interest, there must be these little red-roofed buildings. 100 years ago, they are already here. Beijing has quadrangles. There are small foreign buildings in Tianjin. This area, almost at the same time, the most popular housing styles in Europe. This piece was later known as the World Architecture Expo Park. The neighborhood had kept pace with the world at that time. Early last century, political change. People of all identities come here from all over the world. Live life behind closed doors. These little mansions no longer strictly follow Western-style norms, but to the taste of their Chinese masters. Combination of Chinese and Western, free play. A unique small foreign-style building style in Tianjin has quietly formed. Fifth Avenue. It's an area marked by 5 famous roads. Strictly speaking, there are 6 main roads. It's just that the Changde Road in the middle is only half of it. Does not count. In his way is the Ladies' Square, which occupies the heart of the city. Fifth Avenue used to be in the British concession. English football enthusiasts put the stadium in the center of the living area. The design of the venue was originally not very particular. Until 1926, an Englishman born in Tianjin, Li, after winning the Olympic 400-meter championship, with the most advanced London in the world at the time, Stamford Bridge Football Stadium drawings, returned to hometown Tianjin and participated in the renovation of the stadium. Celebrity Stadium became famous because of this. In the decades that followed, it is one of the most famous stadiums in Tianjin and even the country. Now the stadium has become a square for civic leisure. It's surrounded by a new circular corridor of bars and shops. Staying out. The game is long over, but the people who love life never leave. In every building on Fifth Avenue, hidden 100 years of the past. Today, many small foreign-style buildings have opened their doors for tourists to visit freely. And then, most of them are mysterious places that ordinary people have never entered. The most mysterious tenant at the time, he doesn't live on Fifth Avenue. In this garden house not far away, once lived, it was the last Emperor Puyi and Empress Wenrong. After leaving Beijing, Tianjin was their first city. At that time, Puyi and his wife liked to deal with the outside world with English names. Puyi's name is Henry. One round English name is Elizabeth. At that time, the Qin dynasty had been overthrown for more than 10 years. Puyi is still thinking about the restoration. A few years later, he left Tianjin. He went to the northeast and became the puppet emperor of Manchukuo. He became a war criminal after the fall of the Manchukuo regime. In 1959, after being pardoned by New China, Puyi, to become a citizen of the republic. Some old buildings. People can tell from his name when he was born. Over 90 years ago, Tianjin Kuonyakeng opens for business. To persuade a career means to strive to engage in industry and commerce. Tianjin Kuonyakeng opened. It brings together more than 300 independent merchants. 4 to 6 floors. There were cinemas, theaters, and tea houses. It's a shopping and entertainment business model. Until today, it is still a magic weapon for many large shopping malls. Older than Kuonyakeng. It's this Italian-style building complex. As today's recreational area, the past just became his commentary. His mission today is simple. As a backdrop for romance and happiness. Music and delicious food are served as usual. Gathering and joy over and over again. Buildings of the past, today's crowd. It often breeds a romantic atmosphere at night. Occasionally, it will collide with the 5 mixed flavors. Over the city at night, you can always see unexpected landscapes. The person playing football on the roof, looking forward to the exciting moment of this day. Those who rush home start the long journey from get off work. Self-demanding person. They don't seem to have enough time. A brightly lit office. That's where they get excited. This is the glitter in Tianjin. Each lamp has a different story behind it. It is the 100th anniversary of Nankai University. Got a crowd. Brilliant lights, turning the entire campus into a CS celebration. Tianjin University across the wall from him. I can't help but join the open-air festival. In pursuit of science and truth. The 2 universities have been chasing me for 100 years. Here it is. Knowledge once ignited a class of students. Today they illuminate the campus. It also illuminated the city of Tianjin. Endless learning. The world around you always has unknown distances. Where the lights are dim, no exploration never stops. It's a journey to an appointment with the old days. Attend an ancient birthday party. Collect the simple pleasures of old days in the mobile street, market, Fleixiang, following the trail of a hero. Tianjin terrain is low and flat. Lots of valleys, known as the lower tier of the 9 rivers. It is true that there are 5 major rivers in Tianjin alone. The North Canal carries the Yongding River. The South Canal carries the Diking and Xia rivers. Hushi, here. From the Hai River into the Bahai Sea. Old time. This is a must for canal ships. Nearby the pier that surrounds their perch. People from all over the world come here along the canal. Wonders of the world. Shav, North Axian Chun, Markachinax, lay the floor, surround the riverbank. The wolf culture has also become the character skeleton of old Tianjin. The ocean brought Masui to Tianjin. The Grand Canal left her behind. 23rd of the 3rd lunar month every year, Tianjin people gather here, celebrate Masui's birthday. Masui is also known as Diva, the muse that protects the safety of navigation. Nearly 700 years ago, Masui followed the ship, invited here from the southeast coast. In the hundreds of years that followed, Beijing, Hangzhou Grand Canal became the most important channel for north-south freight transportation in China. Masui also gradually entered the life of a canal boatman. On this day, everyone sang in the Qianhu Palace, offer all kinds of wonderful performances. Cook noodles and eat dumplings. People have already regarded Masui as a family. The pier born of the canal is long gone. But the heat of life on the pier, but still flowing in the market. In this nostalgic city, people are still enthusiastic about the most traditional ways of shopping. Market. The antique collection only appears every Thursday morning. Although it is named after antiques, antiques are not mainstream. More of a slightly elegant everyday item. And the plaything in hand. Move your legs. Face-to-face chat. Just play around with it. Now, try lying down. Hidden deep in the city center, using its immutability, collection of the simplest life interests. Some trends have gone with the times. Some traditions stick. For most people, Huo Yuanjia is a hero. But for the people of Tianjin, Huo Yuanjia is their fellow. For decades, film and television dramas have created many images of fierce, and this statue, perhaps the closest thing to Huo Yuanjia's true appearance. Today, many people come to Huo Yuanjia's hometown, learn traditional Chinese martial arts. Wu family talks about Kung Fu, winning, move. It's not that complicated. Only perseverance, practice with heart, to gain something. It's getting dark. The flight took us back to the mouth of the Songke River. The night hides the old days. Lights redraw the city's new contours. More than a decade ago, a Ferris wheel is set here. People used to call it the Eye of Tianjin. Eyes light up. The city also seems to be receiving a signal, transform it into its most modern appearance. Groups of tourists looked up from the Ferris wheel. See the lights that everyone in the city lights up. The scenery that makes up this moment. See the new skyscraper and the bright lights. See the still flowing sea river. Through the eyes, a city has all its past. Fold into this moment. Flying along the coastline, there's always something new. Follow the freighter from the port to visit a lighthouse that stands still after a stroll on a hard-won beach. Flying over the behemoth of steel, experience a different kind of thrilling. Tianjin was born because of the canal, because the oceans are modernizing. The harbor takes over the intersection of the city and the sea. Since 1951, people dug up the mud, land reclamation, on the shallows of silt. Build this, the world's highest rated artificial deep-water port. Even after unloading the loaded liquefied natural gas, the ship is ready to leave. Still weighs more than 30,000 tons. Such a behemoth. With your position in the port, it requires very precise control. He has to turn off the power. Let these three little tugs take him out of port, into the channel. Cooperation does not come from tacit understanding. The pilot on the big ship is the commander behind the scenes. Job done. Helicopter drops cable. Lead the pilot back to port. Board the next ship and continue working. This is the moment to say goodbye to each other. See in the sky. Walk away from each other. Waiting for the next reunion. And farewells and reunions like this. Only in 2019. Repeated more than 18,000 times at Tianjin port. Follow the ship to the depths of the sea. Red and white striped buildings. It is China's first maritime lighthouse. The lighthouse is 56 meters high. The reason why it doesn't look so high, because it's nearly 20 meters underwater. Every 28 days, the staff on duty will hand over the work. And that's been going on for 42 years. Although the satellite positioning system, already available for ships, provide the most accurate location information, but the light on the lighthouse always remind the ship The harbor is just ahead. A golden sand beach. Is that, people think, the most beautiful side of a coastal city by the sea? Previously, Tianjin's 153-kilometer coastline is almost entirely made up of sludge. Later, people who cared redecorated the place. They found their favorite vine sand from Fujian, ship it thousands of miles, lay out the golden yellow of this dream. The beach is hard won. Nature has to witness more precious moments. To prevent the wind and waves from sweeping away the fine sand, the breakwaters hold the sea in a semicircle. Guard the beach. Also safeguard this beauty. By the sea in Tianjin, it's not just the beach that's being shipped in, and aircraft carriers. Now he is not greeting warriors. They're excited tourists. Before retirement, USS Kiev, once the pride of the Soviet Navy. In 2000, he came to Tianjin, turned into a sea paradise. Board an aircraft carrier, it is the dream of many people. Here it is. People have close contact with this behemoth, enjoying the joy of making dreams come true. Vast ocean, achieving the dreams of too many people. Ebb and flow, also hide to many stories. White building, it's the National Maritime Museum. It looks like a sea creature, after all, or a dog that extends out to sea. The designer did not give a definite answer. Open up the space of imagination, giving an understanding of the ocean back to the people who come here to visit. How did the oceans form? How marine life was born? How humans and the ocean interacted? Interesting story long. Since nearly 4 billion years ago, it continues to this day. This trip will take you to a different kind of secret place in the city. Leap from the sky. Experience a challenge that pushes the boundaries. Visit the ancient Great Wall. He has been transformed into a brand new playing field. Finally, we head to the rare wetlands in the city. Say hello to your new friends there. Farewell to the city center, where high-rise buildings gather. Speed and passion is playing out in the surrounding countryside. Three kilometers is not too high for an airplane. But for first-time skydivers, this height is enough to break through its own limits. Tied to the coach. Free for 1,500 meters. Then it's time to open the umbrella. Perhaps there are more brave people than you think. More than 10,000 each year experience the ultimate challenge in this sky. The other challenge seems much safer. But the challenger needs to have a stronger body and a stronger will. Today, more than 2,000 runners complete 42 kilometers. Here, 195 meters race. Running a marathon on the Great Wall, not only to run fast, it's even harder to climb steadily. The competitors face 5,416 irregular steps, and a height drop of hundreds of meters up and down. Once, people chose the most dangerous terrain to build the Great Wall, trying to block the power from afar. Now the recumbent Great Wall is in its most stretched posture. Call on people from different countries to run together. The Kalihai wetland not far away, we are welcoming another group of special guests. There are only 6,000 oriental white storks left in the world. It has a wingspan of more than 2 meters and long, slender legs. Let them be the most elegant dancers in the sky. But it's such a big guy. But by nature he is extremely sensitive and timid. To reassure them, in order to leave more space for nature, people pulled out of the wetland core completely. The number of oriental white storks that come here, gradually from 20 or 30 years ago, increased to hundreds. In 2019, they came with 1,400. This journey, we're going to a new urban area. Underneath the city park, discover the giant station hidden within. Visit a unique library. And to be with him and to look at the world around us. And then finally, around the new building, fly to the city's commanding heights, overlooking the power and hope surging upward from this land. The Beijing-Tianjin Intercity Railway connects Tianjin and Beijing. It is the busiest intercity rail network in the country. 120 kilometers away, the train will arrive in less than half an hour. Except fast. Another feature of the Beijing-Tianjin Intercity High-Speed Rail is the number of trains. It runs about every 5 minutes during rush hour. After a day of work, the train needs to be serviced here. This is to ensure driving safety. Required medical checkups every day. It's almost dawn. The train slowly pulled out. The crowds are coming. Follow the early morning high-speed train. Come to the easternmost departure station of the Beijing-Tianjin Intercity Railway. The train suddenly disappeared. In its place is a park. It turned out to be under the shell-shaped translucent roof. It is a dense transportation network up to 65 meters deep. A seamless transition from high-speed rail to other modes of transportation. It's all done underground. Get out of the world's largest underground high-speed rail station, Binhai area. The saline alkali desert by the sea decades ago. It has now grown into China's first national comprehensive reform and innovation zone. The sea river that flows through here, another 5 kilometers will merge into the sea. Before saying goodbye to land, it happens to witness the vitality brought by Binhai area to Tianjin. People are transforming the wilderness with buildings. Use them to gather people. This library in Binhai area, after opening in 2017, went viral. People heard the news, come all the way, see how extraordinary it is. One big eye is the unique design of this public library. So before people could see him clearly, no matter how far away, it has already fallen into his eyes. The interior of the library, among the wavy steps, hidden away is a quiet reading room. Here people enter the world of books, to the depths of one's heart. People who read books not only gather popularity, add confidence to Binhai area. Binhai area, located in the heart of the Bahai Rim economic circle. Numerous high-level modern manufacturing bases are among them. Flying buildings become the most striking symbol. From this height, people can overlook every corner of Binhai area. So a new city spread out. See the ancient Hai River flowing into the Bahai Sea. Names often hold expectations. So, the building was nicknamed the Golden Hoop. It's getting dark. 30,000 multiple LED light sources are lit in sequence. At the foot of the building was a muddy shallows. Less than 30 years, Binhai area has completed a magnificent transformation. December 23, 1404. Tianjin was officially completed. Up until today, time has been stacked on this land, fermented into this ancient and young city. He was never afraid of the passing of time, never stopped moving forward.